Tony Brown, AFCEA Space Coast President. Last day of the Space Conference.
Colonel James Finlayson, currently the Director for Intelligence of the Integrated Capabilities Command Provisional, reintegrating with the HAF A57, and former commander of the Air Force Technical Applications Center.
You know, there's no way I could have said all that. Right? That's why I purposely let you introduce yourself. So
I'll take it.
I'm going off a limb here. How did you get the nickname, the code name?
Cobra. So it always comes down to I'm always ready to strike. So as a younger man, I much more mature in life and experience now, but I would have a calm demeanor, but I could just go from 0 to 60. So just sometimes the Cobra would strike. So yeah, there's some stories as a young lieutenant where that happened, and the Cobra has decided to strike. So.
It's very intimidating. You know, the first time I met you, you were so nice, but I was just kind of like, I'm kind of scared of you too, just because of that name, right?
And then Cobra sticks because the last name Finlayson, people like Finn, Cobra. So. Yeah.
And by the way, I have a Cobra.
Wow.
My car.
Not well. There you go.
I have a GT500. And it's a Cobra, so
you must keep money for paying speeding fines.
I try to drive it every once in a while. So yeah, so I was. We had some work. You were actually one of the first ones when I actually asked at a command level, "What can we do for you all?" Yeah. And I remember it was one of the events, was a Christmas party or whatever, and after that, our chapter really started to grow at the command because I think, of course, dealing with you guys, AFTEC, right? Which I love talking about AFTEC. Can you give me a summary of the mission?
Yeah, so AFTEC is a nuclear detection and monitoring organization that has a worldwide mission to detect any sort of seismic or nuclear activity anywhere in the world. So it's a mission of 1,200 dedicated professionals, very highly intelligent folks who do great work so you can sleep well at night.
There you go. And you have, AvTech did a lot. I worked with Clemens, Vince.
Yep.
We did lunch and learns, and he actually sat on our panel, kind of from military affairs. So we actually ended up doing a lot with AvTech, and we really appreciate.
Absolutely.
And just the collaboration with AFCEA. And you had a chance to talk to Colonel Black.
Yeah, I did.
Mike Black the other day.
Yep.
Right.
So Mike Black, a longtime mentor and just positive role model, kind of like you, Tony. He always brings the passion for everything that he does. And then both of you also dedicated to coaching and mentoring and guiding the next generation of folks. Because I think definitely as my career winds up, it's always said that when you realize that you've got more days behind you than you do in front of you, in uniform, you really dedicate yourself to making sure that the mission and the good deeds continue. So between you and Colonel Mike Black, I appreciate what you do. So, and then also for the AFTAC organization, AFCEA has always stepped up in the Space Coast chapter. I did not know that it was such a new chapter. What a finely oiled machine that you guys operated at. I would have sworn this was one of the oldest chapters. So when Mike Black told me, he's like, "Oh, you know that chapter is only about 2 years old." I was like, "No way." So
yeah, Mike was actually the one that did our official launch.
Wow.
And he ad-libbed it and literally did a countdown.
Wow.
It was a really special event. And we just, again, I just want to, and if you don't mind, just really quickly, how do you see the value of what we give to the command? Like, you all appreciate us. Right?
100%.
Yeah.
So, one, always a partner for anything, whether it's something to support one of the young airmen or one of the activities that we put on for science and engineering. AFCEA is always the first one to say, "Hey, how can we help?" And it's not even can you do it? It's like to show us, when and where to show up. So whether it's the open houses, the holiday events, the work with Vince Clemens, who's just a fine example. Yep. It's one of the best partnerships that we could have as part of that organization.
Yeah, thank you for saying that, because with all of my customers, within industry, I didn't serve, but everyone in my family or around me served. So when I started my career, it was always, how can I support the mission? So when I came up to you in the beginning, I'm like, hey, what can I do? And I've even talked this over with other folks down at Patrick. And I meet someone at command level, and I'm like, what can we do for you? And they're like, hey, whatever, I'll take your information. Then that phone call comes, right? And usually, none of you all know this, but when you tell me, I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll do it. And then as soon as I get off the phone, I go, how am I going to do that, right? But then I think about missions, right? You get it done no matter what.
Yep.
And that's what we've been able to do. So I've really been passionate in assisting and doing anything that you all have asked us to do.
Right on. And then I appreciated meeting some of the FIT students that you had out today, because I think that is a untapped resource for not only the work we do at Patrick, but in the greater community. And I remember working with Rob Solomon from their government affairs, keeping those fine students here in the area so they don't take all those great ideas and move along. So I was glad that Florida Tech is still my favorite place.
Okay, so even though you have a knight in the room next to us, it's okay.
Right,
Don't throw things at me.
But
You don't have anything to throw.
and so to what you're saying, we have one of the first AFCEA, well, not one of the first, but we have a student chapter here.
Wow.
That is we started.
That's amazing.
And so we have a student chapter, and on our XCOM, we have some UCF folks. So
Amazing.
we're really starting to grow
I like
the platform with academia, which
like
we're
it.
really excited about. Next generation workforce and what they bring to the table as far as mind share and just collaboration. So all of this has always been a dream. So you really have to be careful what you wish for, because next thing you know, it comes
takes
true.
off. Yeah, it takes off. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Well, thank you, because the first time I met you, I was very intimidated, but now we're sitting up here. We're at a friendship level.
Yes, sir.
And actually, yeah, thank you. Really appreciate it.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you, AFCEA.
All righty.